Welcome to the Malted Minis, brought to you by the Malting Hour. I am one of your hosts, Tony Golick, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
Brandon. How are you?
Good, man. Today was a little odd day with the weather, with the it was kind of nice out, but a little bit gloomy. Got nicer in the afternoon for a little stretch. Got to go out and do some baseball with the kid. Played Ghostbusters in the yard for a while.
What does playing Ghostbusters entail?
Either you are a ghost or you are a Ghostbuster. So if Benjamin's the Ghostbuster, you have to go hide, and then he has to find you and get you into his trap.
Okay.
And then we made his outside little playhouse his de facto firehouse.
Nice.
So he goes and hides in there, and then somebody yells, "We got one!" And he comes running out, and he busts you as a ghost.
Wow, I kind of want to play.
We did that, and we kept. It was my wife and her friend, and we were taking turns being ghosts, and then taking turns being Ghostbusters. It was, running around. It's kind of a little bit humid.
It is. I've got my window open right now. It is. It's kind of warm. It's been warm inside today.
And then we grilled up some wings, had dinner, and then put the kid to bed. So
it sounds like a solid Sunday, my friend.
How was your weekend?
It was good. It was a lot was going on, and then not a lot going on, and then a lot going on, and now I'm home and can do some laundry. I have a load of towels left before I call it an evening. It's a very exciting night in my home. I have been watching a lot of NHL playoffs though, so that's been exciting. Go Rangers! Go Rangers!
Ooh,
Brandon, what are you drinking tonight as you take a sip from your water bottle?
Ooh, Jesus Christ! I've got a glass of Cushy Blood Orange.
Heyo, and that is from
Old Irving Brewing. It was a keg that I got, and it was claimed to be like a little thicker than usual, but it's actually drinking great. He said it wasn't that sour, but it is pretty sour. It's almost like drinking a mimosa.
Ooh, I like that.
I think.
As far as beer goes, I do like mimosas as well.
It was funny that I went to tap it last night, and I didn't have any of my. I was just literally putting on the Sankey key, and it just sprayed everywhere. And I was like, what the hell? Luckily, I was like standing over it, so it didn't get. I thought it was on the ceiling, but it didn't get on the ceiling. It got some on the bar, but then it was just like overflowing onto the floor. I was like, no! But got that cleaned up, got it tapped. And I had to like release some of the pressure because it was pouring like super fast. But then when I got it, I tried it. I'm like, this is fucking fantastic. And I gave some to Becca this afternoon. I said, hey, try this and let me know what you think. She's like, this is great.
I like how you originally said I gave her some of it this morning, and I mean this afternoon. It was 9:00. I need you to try this.
No, it was like 2. It was like 2 in the afternoon. But yeah, and she liked it too. So yeah, I think it's a winner. And I feel like I may have had this before, but it's a really, really good beer. And I like this, as a part of their Cushy series. I mean, I love Blood Orange, and this is just super flavorful. And if there's something off about it, maybe it's a little thicker than it's intended to be, but man, I enjoy it. This is not my first one today.
That's good. Give me
I was grilling with these. And then I had the idea, after I was grilling, I was like, man, I would love to marinate some wings in this blood orange beer and then try to grill them and see how that tastes.
How did that worked out good, I'm assuming?
I didn't do that. I thought about it after the fact.
That would have been good. Sorry. I apologize. I was in the middle of a text that I thought was more serious than it actually was. I apologize. I did hear everything. So how did that turn out? I haven't had, I was talking about this with Matthew on Thursday that I don't think I've had a Cushy that I didn't like. We've tried a few on here, and I think I've had some maybe not on the podcast and, in real life.
Yeah.
There hasn't been one I haven't disliked. They're all very good.
Yeah, and so for those listening, it's a simple description from the Old Irving site. It's a kettle sour ale brewed with blood orange and hopped with Hallertau Blanc. Cushy is a series of easy drinking fruited sour ales brewed to be slightly tart and sweet and very refreshing. Each beer is blended with real fruit juice concentrates, giving it a distinct color and flavor. So this one's at about 6%.
Ooh, yeah. Those also don't drink like they're 6%.
No.
They're actually pretty darn refreshing. They are a beer that if someone wanted to try craft beer or wanted something, like, I don't want an IPA, which I get from a lot of people who don't drink a lot of craft beer, I would turn them on to this just because it's not, it's fruit forward without being, super tart or super sweet.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's a good one. All right. Well, that sounds tasty. I went the opposite route.
Ooh, going barrel aged?
Yeah. I picked this up. Crazy. Tony went barrel aged. I picked this up from Beer on the Wall. It is New Holland's Dragon's Milk Triple Mash. Very exciting. Let me tell you about this. The ultimate indulgent. Dragon's Milk Triple Mash is aged for 1 year in select bourbon barrels. Excuse me, I burped. The flavors of Dragon's Milk, chocolate, roasted malt, vanilla, and oak are amplified in a way that still allows for balance of refinement to shine through. 18.7 alcohol by volume.
What? Go get your go home.
I didn't know it was that much alcohol. Until just now.
Good luck with your towels.
Good news is I didn't drink anything else today because I was like, the only thing I drink is going to be that. I figured it was probably like 14, 13 tops.
Have you had this before?
No, I don't think so.
No.
It's really good, man. There's a lot of body to it. And I mean that mainly because Dragon's Milk not having a ton of body for being a milk stout, it's thin.
Yeah.
But it's also Dragon's Milk is delicious. I love all the variants that they're doing. I'm going to take another sip. Hold on. Yeah, there's a nice body on it. It's not thick, but it's heavier than Dragon's Milk. It's kind of like, I'd say the body of Death Star.
Okay.
Death Star from Revolution. There's a slight boozy burn when it goes down the old gullet. The chocolate roastiness, vanilla comes out a lot, and the aftertaste is there's a bourbony, like barrel aged flavor in my mouth. It's really good. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know how much a 4-pack of it is though.
I saw the other day when I was at the Jewels. I was picking up some stuff.
At Jewels.
And the guy in front of me had Dragon's Milk Crimson Keep. And I hadn't heard of that.
I thought we had it before.
Maybe we did. I don't know. But I thought, I was like, ooh, that looks interesting.
I'm almost, I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive you and I had it.
Yeah, we drink a lot, so.
When you do this show for as long as we have kids, you just forget about all the beers you ever had on them. And try to remember, did I have it on the show? Or did I have it in real life with real people?
Well, and it's the whole, like, did I check it in? Did I not check it in? Like, I got to get way better at.
Well, that's I've slowed down on check-ins as well, and I kind of like it because it's just started. I don't like checking. I guess I don't like checking in beers that I don't like. I think they're okay. I might as well check in beers that like I really want to drink again because what am I rating it for?
Yeah,
the social star for it to go up on Untappd, the app.
You could do like our buddy Ron, and he just checks into stuff, and
that was my other thought.
Doesn't rate it. And I think that's like, for me, I feel like it's more applicable like when we do beer fests, trying to
that's a good
remember things. Like if we really liked something, trying to remember what we had, especially if we do like a follow-up conversation on it. Like,
well, unless something like really stands out where it's like, oh man, we went and had this twice. It tastes like fudge brownie batter.
Yeah. Fellowship Azul, I miss you.
Oh, man. One of the best beers I've ever had since we started doing this podcast.
God, this is so good.
The best.
Yeah, and I know we said this last time, but it's like, if we make it back out to Great American Beer Fest, like, I hope they have that beer again. They didn't last time. They had something close to it.
Yes, it was very good.
But it wasn't the same.
I've also marked off days on the work calendar for that, so I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, I've marked off. I've already got a hotel booked, so
we're coming back, Denver. I'm really excited. Was bummed we missed it last year, but just more to look forward to this year. And it's crazy because now I feel like, where we are in Chicago. We just did the Chicago Untapped, the Meals on Wheels the other night. That was a lot of fun. That was a nice little beer fest for a good cause. And then coming up at the end of this week is the beginning of Illinois Craft Beer Week with Beer Under Glass.
I love that event.
I do too.
And you know what? And I think I said this with Ray too. I loved when it was at Garfield Park, but I just love the convenience of us being able to just hop right on the metro, right down there.
Dude, it's so easy. Chuck said he's going to come with us. I told him just because he lives right over by the train stop. He's
nice.
Like, I'll go when you guys go. So, well, you know, with Chuck, maybe we'll record after the final pour with Chuck on the train home.
There you go. If he wants to leave when we leave, because I still plan on doing that early pull out. And
absolutely,
it starts in the rush.
Good. It starts at 4:30. Let's get out of there. That's perfect for us.
Yeah, I took a half day. And
I'm
getting a haircut in the afternoon, and then I'll be ready to go.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. So it just feels like the start of some bigger or at least for me, like my beer fest season, the things that I look forward to, and the things I start going to.
Yeah, and it's like it literally is kind of like feels like the beginning of summer.
Yeah. Today was that day. Today was that day here in Chicago.
Indeed, it was, and I think this week's supposed to be pretty decent. I think.
It's going to be good. And that's our weather roundup for particularly our neighborhood. And if you live in our neighborhood and you know where we live, just probably a few of you.
Congratulations.
you now it's going to be this week here in our neighborhoods. All right. So I really do like this triple mash Dragon's Milk. I'm going to try and find some more of it. You got to try it, Brandon. It's very good.
I will keep an eye out for it.
All right. Got anything else?
Nope. Appreciate you taking time to do this and us getting it done. And I can't wait till Friday, man. It'll be fun.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you taking the time to do this as well. And I am also very much looking forward to Friday.
I will probably see you then.
I'm going to come see you before that just to make you a liar on this episode.
Oh, speaking of which, I got to make sure I bring some of that jerky I made recently for you.
I will be wherever you need me to be. Until next time, everybody. Brandon, love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
See everybody next week.
Bye.
This has been The Malting Hour. Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all three. Dan can be found on Instagram as hip__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at The Malting Hour.